Peace, peace. Thank you for watching Wrestling with the Homies. We appreciate you for doing that. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Your world is always yours. Remember that. Let's talk about our guy, Gunther. He has surpassed Pedro Morales as the second longest reigning IC champion. Yo, shout out Gunther, man. That's dope. That's dope. He like, I want to say,
I love Gunther.
He's an incredible talent.
I want to say he's 30 days away from passing the honky tonk. That's big. That's big.
Honky tonk man.
Get big, the honky tonk man out of here. Yo, shout out to Keith Lee. Shout out to yo, if what I'm hearing is true, poor Walter. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Keith. No,
they
poor
changed
Keith.
They changed Walter's name to Gunther, and the fans thought it was over. It's over for Gunther. He's buried. He's not gonna make it on the main roster. WWE is changing him. Fast forward. Look at Gunther now.
Second longest reigning.
Look at him.
That's crazy. I think he just passed Randy
of all time.
Randy Savage, if I'm not mistaken.
Why did Honky Tonk have that title for so long, dog?
I don't know. Like, we need to revisit that, because like I really don't. Was he wrestling at the time, or did he just have the title and not wrestle? Or what?
You know?
Apparently, he was the man.
You know,
there's no way
he was the man. Apparently, people in the past said they
liked
him, but
because I know people love the Honky Tonk man. Apparently, he was that dude back in the day, but like I've never really seen Honky Tonk Man like wrestling matches and winning. Like,
I don't know nothing about that.
With the title, like,
yeah,
was he just?
I don't know nothing about that, man.
When you're the man, nothing
he had, like,
can stop
whole
you,
Elvis thing going on. Like, that wasn't my time.
He was literally just around with the title.
I want to,
like, I don't. Yeah, man.
He got what? He had the title for.
I ain't really got it in me.
54 days, man. That is a long time.
Hey, look! Shout out to the Honky Tonk Man. I know his theme song slapped. I know that. I'm the Honky Tonk Man. He's a Honky Tonk Man. No, y'all not rocking with the Honky.
That's a Vince creation for sure.
Honky Tonk Man. Yeah. That name is insane, by the way. Like, yo, what was with these names? Crazy. What was Billy Gunn's name when he was with Honky Tonk Man? It was like. It was the Honky Tonk Man, the roadie.
Oh, I don't know.
And I want to say Billy Gunn's name was it was something. But yeah, shout out to Honky Tonk Man.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Gunther being a dominant champion that nobody believed in. We all thought it was over, but once you let it play out and you realize you had it wrong.
And his entrance is fire. Nice. He got one of the best entrances in WWE, if we being honest. You know. Hey.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't believe in Gunther at one point. I was like, this dude is Vladimir Kozlov Part 2.
Come on, man. Yeah, Vladimir. I thought Vladimir was the one, too.
I thought Gunther was just another Drew, bro. With the sword. You know, the sword thing. It was just, oh, my God.
Facts.
What are we doing? But, hey, he proved me wrong.
Nah,
man. He proved me wrong.
He proved us all wrong.
He did. So,
what else you got
let's
for
talk
us,
about a young cat we was talking about some weeks ago that I believe that is the future of WWE. His name is Austin Theory. And he just lost his U.S. title to Rey Mysterio. Look at here. We was just talking about this.
Qwan called it too. Qwan Shadamas
on the money. Listen, Rey Mysterio is 48 years old. Is this the right or wrong move, y'all?
This benefits
nobody.
The right or wrong move? This is terrible.
I mean, like, you know.
Terrible. Not to mention.
Let's be honest.
This wasn't even supposed to be the match that night. This is like
like it was supposed to be Santos Escobar.
Exactly. Yeah, why did that not happen? Why did Santos drop out?
I don't know.
I think he was had
an injury or something.
I think it's a fake injury. It ain't real, man. Let's just be honest. Let's call it what it is. This is a terrible decision. This is dumb. And I love Rey Mysterio. He's one of my favorites. I grew up watching him. 619, all that. This is a terrible decision. He's 48 years old.
Ageism, y'all.
The title being on Rey Mysterio benefits nobody. I'm not saying that Austin Theory was the greatest champion. I would have rather had seen Santos Escobar get that title. But Rey Mysterio, what does this do? It doesn't boost his legacy. He already a legend.
I don't agree with him having the title, but if this does go how I think it's gonna go, I think this is just gonna set up for Santos versus Rey. and I think that's gonna be the main thing. I think they're probably trying to make it more into a story. And I don't think that Ray's gonna hold this long.
Definitely not.
I
This is
just
a
think it's a chess
transitional.
piece. It's a transitional move. So,
Yeah.
in my opinion, I like it. You know what I mean? It gives someone like Ray, who is just naturally going to be liked, a title, and I think it sets up for Santos to be able to really get some real heat by getting the title off of him, and kind of legitimizing like his reign. I think if he would have just won clean against Austin, it would have just been like another thing, right? It would have just been like, oh yeah, another champion with the U.S. title. But this kind of gives it a little bit more depth, in my opinion, where it's like, all right, like how did you get the title? Either way,
Austin
I'm
Theory.
glad Theory ain't got it. You know, go back to the drawing board, figure it out.
Austin Theory is his career right now is so in the gutter. Like it hurts my
He gonna
heart
come
to
up
see,
out of that.
man.
Yeah, he'll be
He
all right.
deserve better.
Sure.
Yeah, go
I
get
hope
that.
so.
Go gain that character, boy.
He will. Now let's
What else you,
Some hair
what
on your
else you
chest.
got
Let's
for
talk
us,
about-
my dog?
the bloodline. Jay Uso. We were just talking about Jimmy super kicking that boy. Jay Uso has left the bloodline in the WWE. His picture is in the alumni section on the WWE website. What is
Like, yo, what?
going on? I'm confused. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, y'all.
This is dumb.
The boy protecting his mental health.
Like I hate to be that person. I feel like I'm not showing no love to WWE this episode. But again, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's just so if this is a way to get the bloodline off TV for a couple weeks, then I understand it because everyone was complaining that the bloodline is taking up too much time and we don't want to see them right now. We want to see LA Knight and all these other dudes. So if this is a way to get them off TV, I understand it. But storyline wise, it just does not make sense to me. Like, why would he quit the company because his brother kicked him? Huh? Like what?
All right,
Sylvan,
man.
defend your people, Sylvan.
First off, I remember a couple episodes we were talking about letting it play out.
Oh, I'm gonna let it play out. Look,
We
like
just
I
gotta
said,
let this.
I'm
We
fickle.
gotta let
I'm
this
fickle.
play out. We gotta let it play out, man. Number one, this makes total sense to me. If I'm Jay Uso,
Stop.
look, see, this how I know y'all don't really be paying attention to cinema, man. You know what I'm saying?
my
Y'all just
God.
want to see
I
what y'all
work
want
in
to see.
cinema,
All right, put
man.
I be
on.
seeing it. I'm just saying, y'all not paying attention. Exactly, Cooley. So you should definitely know, brother. You don't see the details going on here, man. Jay Uso isn't a guy who desires the number one spot. He's just the dude that stepped up. He just stepped up in all his occurrences. Now, in the beginning, he was like, yo, why can't I be this? Why can't I be that? Why can't I be this? Why can't I be that? But all that got squashed. Once he became the right hand to Tribal Chief, he understood, all right, this is what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to
Why
now.
he quit?
So fast forward to now, I think the reason, and obviously I don't know where the storyline is going, which is why I'm very excited. But I think the reason why he quit is because he already left the bloodline on behalf of his brother, right? Like, he didn't really want to leave the bloodline, but it was like, bruh, I'm riding with you. You my older brother. You made a decision. You super kick Roman. I'm going to move with you. We going against them together. Then Roman and them beats up Jimmy. And Jay's like, all right, I'm going to fight for my brother. I'm going to respect my brother. I'm going to do what I got to do. Because this is for my brother. Now, my brother causes me the chip and says he does it out of love. And Jay is just like, bruh, I can't even understand what you coming from. But I'm going to have to get you back because I ain't no sucker. And at that point, you going against your own brother. You ain't with the bloodline no more. You just like, bruh, I'm out of here. Like, I'm not dealing with this, dog. Like, I'm not dealing with whatever this is, whatever is going on here. I'm not dealing with it. He was with his brother before the bloodline, bro.
Stop.
You gotta understand.
Yeah, that was so
you gotta
dramatic.
understand.
It's
you
not
gotta,
making sense. Look,
y'all
Cooley,
gotta
man,
understand, bro.
Cooley.
Y'all see, it's crazy. This is
Cooley.
emotional intelligence. This is
Jay
real
Uso
emotional
could come out on
intelligence.
SmackDown tonight and rejoin the bloodline. Won't
But
make
he
no
doesn't
kind of
want
sense
to.
at all. And Sylvan will still be like, "Oh, y'all just don't get it. It's just cinema because this is why."
See,
Like,
y'all don't
nah,
understand.
bro,
Y'all don't
it just
understand the
make
pain.
sense,
Y'all
my
ain't got no
brother.
real
It
empathy. Y'all
don't
ain't got
make
no real
sense.
empathy. But it's fine. I've been right all along, anyways. So we just
right.
gonna see what happens in the next 6 months,
All
and we
right.
gonna come back and be like, "Yo, Sylvan called it like usual."
Nah, look,
but
I
it
think
is what it
because I
is. You
love
know what
you.
I'm saying?
I'm not saying that. That's so dumb. I'm not saying that the story's not gonna rebound. Like I still believe in the storyline because I believe
There's a
in
knee
Triple H's vision.
rebounding.
But right now, let's just be
It's
honest.
hard.
It's
we
tough.
can't tiptoe around it, my brother. We cannot sit here and lie and tiptoe around it. This storyline is not
It's
making
fire.
sense right now.
It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me, brother. You
It
know what
ain't
I'm
making that
saying?
much sense,
But see,
my
y'all ain't got the faith. Y'all ain't got the eye. I see it.
I have
I
the
see it with
faith.
my
I have the
eye.
faith.
Y'all
It's
just
I don't know, man. I quit the WWE.
then
only-
be
only-
with us in weary times, Cooley. I ain't got no Bible
Only
verses,
faith I know
but-
is Faith Evans, my brother. I don't got no faith right now.
Faith Evans. I saw her at the skating ring one day.
What?
That's crazy as hell, Qwan.
Still bad.
I saw her
I ain't
at the
got
skating
no
ring one day, man.
Hey, she's
So
still bad.
She was
too.
with Stevie J.
That's
Like,
still
damn,
bad.
none?
Yeah.
Oh no,
I don't know anything about that.
A Stevie J reference on a wrestling podcast. This is
I
what
don't
we
know.
do.
I don't know anything
It's
about
culture.
Biggie's best friend, by the way. Anyways,
I know nothing about that.
So we got the faith. We got the Faith Evans. You feel me? We got the Faith Evans that Jey Uso will somehow rebound this. You know.
Y'all don't see it, man. It's
we'll
already
see,
great.
We'll see. Now let's.
I stand with you, Jay.
We all do, but you know, we'll see how it play out. Let it play out. But let's take it to the women's. The women's. Becky and Trish. Now. On Raw, they had a double count out. Is this feud going into shambles? Now, let me say this. Let me
It
say
been in
this.
shambles.
Everybody was mad
Yeah.
that they didn't have their match on SummerSlam. It got scrapped. Now, does this match that they had on Raw, did it uphold its standards that it should have been on SummerSlam? Me personally, no. I'm over this feud. I'm sorry. It's stale. It's very stale to me.
Who gonna tell the truth? Who gonna tell the truth? You gonna tell the truth, Sylvan?
Nah, you get it off, Qwan. I'll rebound.
Man,
after you,
hell no, this match didn't live
Nah,
up
it
to
didn't.
nothing. Everybody wanted to sit there and cry when it didn't make SummerSlam and hashtag justice for the women wrestlers. We need more women wrestlers on the pay-per-view. They finally get their match on Raw, and it's terrible. It's trash. We got Trish Stratus botching her finisher. She falling off the second rope. Like, what was that? This is the match y'all wanted on SummerSlam? Y'all wanted SummerSlam to be 5 hours so we can get this bullshit? That match was terrible. I know they're running it back in a steel cage. Maybe that'll be better because I don't want to sound like I hate them. I love Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. You know what I'm saying? I grew up watching her. But that match was trash. We got to call it like it is. This didn't belong on SummerSlam because nobody's interested in it. And I'm glad it didn't make the show. And quite frankly, I don't care about the cage match either. I'm just being nice. I don't care about this feud. I don't care. I like Zoe, but I don't care about Trish and Becky's feud right now. I don't.
It's time to move
I
on.
don't.
It's time
I don't.
to move on.
Look, man, WWE, you guys are really dropping the ball with Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. And the reality is that you guys aren't booking this great. This isn't
They dropping the
being-
ball themselves by wrestling bad.
This was a terrible match, 100%. But this hasn't been booked great at all. You know what I mean? This could have been summarized, or not summarized, but this could have been storyline a lot better. And quite honestly, it's just really unfortunate to see that Becky going against Trish, which should have been a blockbuster, is just a disappointment. You know what I mean? And like, I really love Becky, man. I really love who she is as a wrestler, and I really appreciate Trish. I'm really upset and just really like taken aback at how poorly this has been handled and how poorly the matches have been up to this point. It has not been good. But you know, it is what it is, man.
It's time
Can't win them all.
You know.
Yeah, I don't care about
when
this.
you feel like it's time to settle down in a relationship. You know, I'm in my 30s. You know, and you lose your sneaky link, and you got to move on from that. That's what we need to do right now. It's time to move on. Okay, Liz, it's time. It's time. I'm over it. Shout out Becky and Trish. I love y'all.
And this man just called Trish Stratus a
love
sneaky
y'all.
link.
I
That's
love y'all,
crazy,
man.
man. Come on, man.
I love what they're doing with Zoe, though. I feel like Zoe's benefiting from this more than anybody else.
I mean, yeah,
Just
Zoe
just
looks
by
good.
being Trish's right-hand man or whatever. But other than that,
Yeah, how I'm about to treat the topic? Time to move on.
please end this feud.
So, Seth Rollins' next challenger has been announced, and it is Shinsuke Nakamura for the World Championship. Is that how you say his last name?
Why you do Shinsuke?
Why did you say that?
Why you do Shinsuke
Did,
Nakamura?
did I mess his name up? Oh my
You butchered my
God!
boy
yeah.
name.
I'm sorry.
Shinsuke.
I'm sorry. I always mess it up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all got me. Y'all got my back. Y'all got my back. Y'all got my
That's
back.
crazy.
Anyways,
Yeah, Shinsuke.
Look, shout out to
Shinsuke
Shinsuke
Nakamura.
Nakamura.
Definitely
Wow,
Shinsuke.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
shouts to Shinsuke.
Anyway, so this is for the World Championship.
Crazy.
Will my guy dethrone Seth? I want to see him do it. Me personally, he on his hill run right now. He going
Probably
crazy,
not.
but I don't think he is. What do y'all think, man?
He's definitely not. Shinsuke's definitely not going to be Seth Rollins, but I would like him to. I would love for Shinsuke to defeat Seth Rollins for the World Championship. I would love for anybody to defeat Seth Rollins for the World Championship. And I love Seth, but like I'm at the point where I just want to see somebody new with a title. Because when's the last time we saw someone like brand spanking new with a title? Was it Big E when Big E
It
won the
was.
Big E was
championship
the
from
last
Bobby
one.
Lashley?
Yep.
Ever
last
since
brand
then,
spanking new title.
right. Ever since then, everyone who's won the World Championship has been like there before. The Seth Rollins run is dope. I love it. The matches, chef's kiss. But we've seen Seth Rollins be champion like 4 other times. Like we need something brand new. Give Dominic the title. Give Shinsuke. Give Damian Priest. Anybody. Somebody.
I mean, I don't want to see Shinsuke as champion. I do want to see another champion soon, but I think
Why not, man?
this gimmick that Shinsuke just came out with, like quite literally out of nowhere. I just there's no build, there's no context. He's just popping up evil, and it's like that's cool, but like I would have liked to see him in like some other feuds being evil to other people, and then it being like, yo, he's about to take the belt from Seth because he's unstoppable. I feel like if he took the belt now, it would just be like, okay, like I guess he's the champion, and what does that really do? I feel like Seth is a great safe champion right now, and whoever gets it next, it needs to be important because this is a new championship, even though technically it's held in the same lineage as the World Heavyweight Championship, but still, like we need to have a good run. We need the first 5
Should have been
champions to make sense,
Finn.
so.
What we
Should've
needed.
been Finn.
Yeah.
It should have been Finn, bro. Finn should have won. He should have
you.
won, but they I don't know what
That's
they
the
got
ball
going
that
on,
was
man.
dropped.
There has to be something for Finn. He went 0 for 3, right? 0 for 3
Yeah.
against Seth. Was it
0
0
for
for 3
3.
or 0 for 2? Man, there has to be some kind of end game to this. Like Seth, Finn has to end up with like the Money in the Bank briefcase, right? Like he has to like steal it from Priest and cash in or something. Like I can't believe that they'll just have him lose 3 times to Seth and then move on. That's insane.
I just can't believe how they're treating the Money in the Bank. It just feels so
It's a
like
prop.
sloppy. Yeah, it just feels so sloppy. Like
it's
like I don't know, man.
The last person that had that Money in the Bank briefcase that like really mattered was Brock Lesnar, to be honest. Ever since then, it's just been like there.
I mean, shouts to Big E for successfully like cashing it in.
Big E. I forgot all about the Big E.
Because he like at least I'm like, yo, he cashed in, he won, he had a moment. It's like that's what that's for, and it just feels like the Austin Theory.
How long has he had the briefcase?
It's just a storyline prop. Like a month?
2 months?
Like 2 months? He teased a couple cashes.
It's time to
like,
give it up, man.
Like as much as I think, right? I think Priest is dope, but
my guy holding on to that briefcase like black people holding on to chairs after that Alabama, bro. Like God damn, bro, give it up. Hey, let's take it across the hall. Let's take it across the hall real quick. Back to AEW, Qwan's favorite company. Yo, so they're getting killed for that Texas Chainsaw Massacre match. Did y'all see that, man? The fake blood. Leatherface came out.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Like,
bro, it wasn't good. It was bad.
We've seen worse.
We've
seen worse.
Have we though?
I mean, we have.
I get they're promoting the movie, which I didn't even know was coming out. So I guess that's kind of good because we're talking about it.
I think it's a game, actually. I think it's
not
like
a movie?
video game or something. Or I don't know. I don't.
It's
oh wow!
Well,
I didn't know it was coming out.
I don't know what this is.
This match happened, but I mean, let's talk about King of the Road. That 18-wheeler match in WCW. That was terrible, man. Destin Rose versus Black Top Bully. Like, come on, man. We had some terrible matches.
That was when they
Yeah,
were
the
in the back of
18
the
wheeler,
truck
bro.
moving
Like,
around,
what are we
right?
talking
Yeah,
about?
it's terrible.
What are we
I forgot
talking
all about that.
Yeah.
You a sick man. You a sick man for even remembering
Bro, that was in '95, bro.
Sick
You
That
are
was
a
in
for real.
'95,
sick
man.
man.
Like, what are we
Bro,
talking about?
what?
It's been a lot of bad
Jesus
matches.
Christ.
I mean, I get it, but I guess it was entertaining to some. I didn't know the game was coming out, so that's good. That's a good promotional tool.
I mean, but is it?
I thought it was all right. So I know y'all gonna kill me and say that I'm AEW man. I'm not AEW man because I'm defending this. Yeah, it was bad, but I ain't gonna hold you. I liked it. I kind of enjoyed this, and I'm gonna tell you why.
It's because you're sick.
I'm a sick
You're a
individual.
sick
That's
man.
why I loved it because I'm a sick man. No, I love this because a lot of times AEW shows feel the same, like competitive match after competitive match after competitive match, and that's cool when you really in that mood to really get in tune with this wrestling thing. But when you're just trying to watch a easy flowing show, seeing these super duper competitive matches back to back to back, it all just starts to bleed together and seem like one big match. And by the time you're on match 4, you're seeing all these rope dives and these suplexes, and it just doesn't separate itself from the match before. So it's easy to get bored. You fall asleep, you change the channel. So with a match like this, as dumb and stupid as it was, it's a nice little break from the action. Like, I feel like AEW needs more of this to break up their shows. Like, it can't just all be competitive matches for the sake of being competitive. We need dumb stuff thrown in there. We need some women's matches thrown in there. We need goofiness. That's all wrestling to me. So I wasn't mad at this. Now, I will say it was bad, but I enjoyed it.
Look, man, people have bad matches all the time. That match sucked. It was not good. It was pretty terrible. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's not. I mean, every company has really terrible themed shows. I mean, WWE is the king of terrible themed wrestling. Like,
Hey,
need I remind you of the
Mountain Dew
the glow in the dark match? Need I remind you of the zombie match with with Damian Priest and
Had
the Miz?
Jericho
Like,
tweeting like,
Zombie
"What are we
Battle
doing?"
Royal.
Zombie Battle Royal.
It was like a
Yeah, what are we doing? Chase the Texas Massacre. Yeah, it is what it is.
That was a funny moment, by the way. That was a very funny moment when they pulled a "This You" on Chris Jericho because he was like, "Zombies, this is the worst moment in wrestling history." And it's like, oh, okay, but now your company is doing Texas Chainsaw. Like, Leatherface ran in. If y'all didn't see this match, Leatherface, the character from the movie, ran into the match with a chainsaw and chased off Jeff Jarrett's wife, Karen. It was one of those moments when you watch and it's like, all right, this is cool, but like if my girl was here, or if anybody was to come in the room and see me watching this right now, I would be very embarrassed.
Facts.
Yeah, shout out Jeff Jarrett.
It was what it was.
He
man.
won. He
It just wasn't
ultimately won the match against Jeff. Yeah,
It was for a good cause though.
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And it was for a good cause. They was raising money for the wildfires in Hawaii or whatever that is going on. So shout out to them. Shout out to Tony Khan for that.
Respect, y'all.
Now let's take it
Respect,
back across the hall. Last topic I got on the list is Sylvan's girl, Lacey Evans, has left.
Stand up and salute
WWE.
me.
She didn't change her bio. She probably didn't change her social media handles at this point. Her contract quietly expired. Now, I want to ask you guys, did WWE fumble?
Yeah.
Did they fumble this, man?
Fumble?
I mean,
fumble? Lacey Evans? Come on, tell the truth.
I want to hear the truth,
my brother.
Nothing
tell
but
the truth, my brother. Ain't nobody checking for Lacey Evans. Look, my heart goes out to Lacey Evans because the internet is killing her right now. They're laughing at her, and like I would never celebrate somebody losing their job. That's foul. Like imagine you get fired and then you go online and everybody's like, "Yes, Cooley got fired. This is fine. I love this." Like that's.
But
that's
did she
foul.
get fired?
The internet got to be better than that.
People are weird, man.
Her contract expired, but like I said, like shout out to her for that. But at the same time, like I ain't checking for Lacey Evans. Come on now, let's just be honest. This ain't a PC podcast where we just hold hands and love everything. Like, come on, man, ain't nobody checking for Lacey Evans. Fumble.
Quan's right.
Come on now.
I wasn't checking for
Lacey
Evans.
Nothing.
I'm gonna keep it a beanstalk.
I'm a sick man. I really liked Lacey Evans. I thought Lacey was dope in the ring. I thought that she had a really good heel gimmick. I thought it was easy for people to hate her. You know what I mean? The times that she did wrestle, that whole
Nah.
stand up and salute me was hilariously bad.
Cooley said,
It was hilariously,
nah.
but that's the whole point. We were all hating on her, and I felt like there was a lot of potential for her to be like a really good heel. But I wish her the best, man. I really did enjoy her work. It sucks that all her repackages didn't really amount to much. But
They had a
another
home
one
run the
bites the
first
dust.
time. That's the crazy thing about Lacey Evans.
Yeah,
They
that's
had
really
a home
nuts.
run the first time. That original woman gimmick that she had,
Yeah, it was
like that
fire.
throwback, that was fire. I don't know why they didn't stick with that.
I don't know why either, man. I always thought she was really good, but I think she got caught in a Vince whirlwind
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
Yeah,
was what it was. And then by the
once
time Hunter came, it was like, well, we don't really,
right,
need you like that. So
because Vince loved
Um,
her, but now that Vince is recovering from back
Yeah.
surgery,
we don't need you, no.
Triple H like, okay, I
Like,
got
whatever.
Io Sky and
For real,
Kyrie
man.
Sane.
That's all I have on the rundown. So I'm passing
It is
it
what
back
it
to
is.
my brother Qwan for the blackest segment.
All right,
for the
well,
episode.